Everyone has a next-door neighbor that gets on their nerves. Sometimes the same thing occurs in the animal world, and when things get rough, animals settle their differences in a different manner than humans do, well, than most humans. Join us as we look at 63 of the craziest fights of all time. Have you ever seen a lion do a triple flip after being thrown into the air by a buffalo and then land on its feet? A wildlife enthusiast was in Kruger National Park when she encountered an almost funny interaction between a buffalo and a young lion trying to catch a monitor lizard. She spent some time at Sunset Dam watching impala come for a drink before they decided to move on and saw some lions sleeping on the riverbed. They were so calm and peaceful, and then suddenly they saw them all rise and move into the reeds. At that point, onlookers took out their cameras. Unfortunately, the video shows how one of the buffaloes stormed in as if he knew the lizard needed protection. To the absolute astonishment of everyone there, the buffalo proceeded to get his head right under the puzzled lion and somersault him through the air. The young cub managed to run off in the opposite direction without significant injuries, except perhaps a small limp. If buffaloes only understood the power they have when they work together, lions could never hunt them down. No matter how powerful lions are, if the buffaloes stick together and charge in unison, there is nothing the lions can do but run. Too bad the buffaloes haven't entirely understood this concept yet. You can see how well it works in this video. Crocodiles are not afraid of lions, so when this crocodile wants a piece of what the lion in this video is having, he invites himself to the lion's dinner table without thinking twice. Of course, the cook, which is the lion in this case, is not a happy camper and lets the reptile know this, but the reptile laughs in his face and serves himself. When a lion is just about to walk out of a waterhole, he is attacked by a crocodile. The feline uses his strength and agility to wiggle himself out of this one, but it is a close call. When an angry crocodile comes out of the water to confront a few lions, he is greeted with growls and hisses. He tries to intimidate the felines, but they don't bite. Well, they try to bite the crocodile, but he decides to return into the water to avoid being attacked. A goat with a rooster on a farm in the Netherlands showed a great protective instinct. When one of the local hens was attacked by a forest hawk, a pair of animals immediately rushed to her aid and chased away the predator. The rooster was first to attack, followed by the goat, who delivered the final blow to knock out the hawk. The mongoose is well known for being a snake killer, especially killing cobras and black mambas, two very venomous snakes. In this video, you can see a mongoose with a dead cobra in its mouth after the small creature crushed the snake's head. The king cobra is a dominant snake with deadly venom that even preys on other snakes. Mongooses are small but feisty mammals with precise senses who specialize in hunting down venomous snakes. The king cobra has the advantage in size, venom attack, and predatory behavior, but the mongoose in this video will probably come out on top because of its speed, venom resistance, and ability to crush a snake's skull with a powerful bite. Wrong. After an exhausting and thrilling battle, both animals end up dead. Despite their reputation as scavengers, hyenas are formidable hunters. When it comes to hunting a prey, they are tenacious and efficient, and they work well together. Even a pride of lions finds it difficult to take on the Cape buffalo. So, what do you suppose happens when a cackle of hyenas decides to take on the monstrous beast? Look at how they systematically target the buffalo calf and try to separate it from its mom. The plan works as the buffalo mom watches her calf being killed from afar. This skua nibbles aggressively on the back of this nesting penguin until it raises itself up, allowing the skua to trap the chicks and swallow them whole, which it does. The skua is an aggressive bird that enjoys hunting baby penguins just like the one in this video. They are extremely successful when they put their mind to it. The poor little penguin is being stabbed to death by the skua as the predator digs a hole into the penguin's back. Watch as a cougar sneaks up on a calf elk and kills it. You can see the cougar in slow motion chasing the elk in the background. Cougars are obligate carnivores, which means they can only survive if they eat live prey. Deer account for most of the cougar's food in certain states. You can see the cougar in this video tackle a deer after it ambushes it, but after a quick rodeo session, the deer is able to escape. All snakes are carnivores, but certain ones, like this king cobra in southern India, have a predilection for other snakes, in this case a rat snake. Humans often confuse the rat snake with the cobra and kill it, but here's what's different. The cobra is much bigger than the rat snake, and it is also capable of rearing up into a scary attack pose. The cobra is also venomous, and the rat snake isn't. The rat snake is lunch for the cobra. When this venomous monarch comes out to hunt, the entire forest is clear, until a rat snake blunders into its path and is swallowed alive. The cobra can strike from over 3 feet away, and while the rat snake's resistance is futile, the cobra's deadly venom floods the rat snake's nervous system. First comes dizziness, then sleepiness, and finally, the cobra gulps its dinner whole. Because these chickens had already scared off an attacking raccoon on a previous night, the owners thought it was safe to leave the chicken coop door open at night, but boy were they wrong. The raccoon returned and snatched one of the chickens in seconds, as you can see in the video. After this raccoon killed all the chickens of the man filming this video, the man decided to resolve the problem by building a better coop, with the hardware cloth going all the way under and up the back. This also keeps mice and other rodents from digging underneath. Crows are intelligent and stubborn, so when this crow tries grabbing a rat by the tail, but the rat manages to almost climb into the grass to escape. The crow keeps pulling on the rodent's tail to prevent it from doing so. Eventually, the crow stabs the rat to death and makes the kill. Another crow is seen picking on a rat, and it's obvious the bird has the advantage, but you never know the outcome until it's over, especially when it involves a feisty and resilient creature such as the rat. And if you watch closely, the rat is actually biting the crow's beak and pulling on it, preventing the bird from using it. This is incredible because the crow's beak is almost as big as the rodent. And when a man using a stick tries to scare the crow away, it works and the rat escapes. No one likes rats, but this rat deserved a second chance for how brave it was. Most of the time, male moose fight over females or territory, and it turns out that the point isn't for one moose to gore the other moose with his antlers. It's to push harder and show that he's stronger. Whoever can move the other one out of the way wins, and you can see how it looks in this video, but the winning moose didn't even have to push its opponent out of the way. The loser just decided to leave after thinking about it for a few seconds. A fight between two moose was recently captured in a quiet suburb of Anchorage, Alaska. Male moose tend to be more aggressive during this time of year, their annual rut cycle, when they spend almost all their energy looking for females to impress and mate with. Videos and photos captured a bald eagle attempting to snatch a rabbit from a young red fox as they battled it out 20 feet in the air. The man recording the video thought the fox would drop the rabbit, giving the eagle an easy dinner. Instead, the fox, with its jaw still clenched on the rabbit, inadvertently got snagged by the bald eagle. The eagle lifted the young fox and rabbit into the sky, triggering an even more dramatic struggle. The fox in this video is attacked and crushed by an eagle. At first, it almost looks like the fox is going to get away, but you can see it isn't the case at the end of the video, when the eagle can be seen eating the dead fox. This sparrowhawk lands on this pigeon and tries to kill it, but the pigeon does everything it can to escape, except when the hawk begins to pluck its feathers, its destiny is fulfilled. In our thumbnail, we can see a vicious dog ready to attack a puma. I have seen certain dogs, such as the Dogo Argentino attack and mangle pumas, but a full-grown adult puma is almost impossible for a dog to defeat. Watch how this dogo grabs a puma and drags him down the mountain as if it were a domestic cat. This is a puma we're talking about, folks. Hence, if the dog can do this to a puma, imagine what it can do to some other animals. It's incredible to see these dogs attack and charge a puma this way. The canines only have their teeth as weapons, but the puma has bigger teeth and wicked claws. Hence, the reason I'm surprised by the aggressive nature of the dogs and their gung-ho attitude towards the big cat. Another puma is attacked by a dogo, but there are other dogs involved, so it's not clear. The puma